Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Masterclass with Martin Wittmann. Before we start, I will share with you the Wordly. This webinar will be translated via Wordly. So you can scan the QR code and then choose your perfect language. And for our Turkish community, we will have live translation. And now we can start, I think. So I can now call Martin Wittmann, our product chief officer, and he will talk about our new product. It's a sleep duo. Hello, Martin.
Hello, thank you. So the sleep duo is really going through the roof. So let's dive into what it actually is and what it actually does. So I need the screen share now. Yes, now it works. Okay, here we go. So that's me with long hair. So what are we actually talking about? We are talking about the Holistic Sleep Duo. And the Holistic Sleep Duo, of course, is an integrated wellness solution. It's not just one mask or one app or one intervention or one program. No, it's actually an integrated wellness solution. And let's start with a short video.
Invisible signals move gently through the world around us, often lingering long after the sun has set. And when the night finally arrives, we sometimes wonder why rest feels just beyond reach. Because the quality of your sleep is shaped long before the moment your head meets the pillow. Sleep is the foundation of how we live, how we recover, how we think, how we feel. It begins with small intentions, gentle rituals that shape the night. Inside the Holistic HealAdvisor sleep topic, your evenings become guided moments designed to accompany your evening routine and create a calming, mindful experience. Tuning to your unique information field, personalizing your sleep programs, awakening a natural rhythm that is uniquely yours. A sleep mask designed to protect from EMF radiation. A simple layer between you and the constant signals of the outside world. A holistic pathway toward intentional rest. Even as the world hums with unseen signals and endless noise, you return to zero. Harmonize the world within you and guard the space around you. Together, these forces help reclaim your night. Because sleep is never just the end of your day. It is the foundation of your life. The Holistic Sleep Duo. Silence the world. Awaken the soul.
Right, so you need to reshare then. So what we just learned is that melatonin is of course essential for us to actually be able to fall asleep. So basically the hormone melatonin signals the body to go to sleep so that we actually get tired. So what of course was found in research is that why are people sometimes not falling asleep? And one reason can be that the pineal gland that actually is responsible for recognizing if there's light or not, or if it's dark. That's also why it's very important if you sleep at night that you have a dark room and you don't expose yourself to too much bright light before you go to sleep, because otherwise your pineal gland will say, okay, it's a very bright day, so it's not time for sleeping. And some electromagnetic fields actually are influencing the pineal gland in thinking that it actually is light there, but there isn't. So the pineal gland basically inhibits melatonin to be produced. So this is one reason why, of course, electromagnetic fields can be very bad if you want to actually fall asleep. Another thing that research found is that you have certain EEG, as we saw, alpha wave, beta wave, gamma wave, going on during your sleep, and certain electromagnetic fields also influence those brain waves, so you don't have such a good sleep and you feel basically restless. So at the next day, you are not really regenerated. So there's a lot of research going on in this direction. So basically what you can say for the sleep, to have a very, let's say, relaxing sleep or fall asleep very nicely, the upper head area is very important. So if you have darkness there and if there's no electromagnetic fields, or at least they are reduced, that helps a lot. So that's what you need to actually be able to have restful sleep. And for actually those things, we offer the Zero Hertz Sleep Mask, or we developed the Zero Hertz Sleep Mask. So what is the Zero Hertz Sleep Mask? Actually, it's an advanced non-metallic shielding material. So it basically is a material that you wrap around your head, and exactly where the pineal gland basically sits, there you have a shielding around your upper, let's say, head, and of course the back of your head. And it's of course ultra soft, so it's also comfortable to sleep with it. So you have a premium comfort with it. And of course, it's designed for a conscious rest. So you really make a small ritual out of it. You go to sleep, you dress for sleep, you brush your teeth, and then you put on your sleep mask, and then you go to sleep. So if we look at it more detailed, so you have an outer layer that's breathable polyester and viscose, so really comfortable. Then you have this patented non-metallic shielding material, which shields in the range of 5 to 7 hertz. So all those low frequencies from your outlets, where the current is coming from your lamps and everything. And it has a quite high let's say, effectiveness, or let's say reducing factor, and that's 8 to 20 dB decibel. So that's quite nice, and it's of course engineered to, on the one hand, absorb really electromagnetic fields, and of course also to dissipate them, so to actually reflect them. And you can, of course, or you should, of course, wear it directly on the skin to have the optimal protection. So now you would need to show the next video. Celestina, are you ready? Because here you have a video about how it actually blocks the... but maybe I can also show the video without sound. That's also good enough. So here you basically see a measurement device for electromagnetic fields. And now you wrap around the mask, and the moment you wrap it around, then basically the whole electromagnetic fields are blocked. So who developed all this material? And it is Dr. Alexander Titomor. So he is actually someone who worked a long time in research and also in advanced aerospace research. And as we all know, the really good things are developed for space because there is enough money, and there's also a lot of need. Usually we don't get those things as normal consumers, but this one we actually get. And he also has the vision to produce things that are used for holistic health in everyday life. And so he came up with this material concept, which also, of course, can be used for low interference sleep environments. And it's basically designed for your daily sleep ritual. So all in all, you have conscious rest like this. So you have low interference sleep setting, you have an intentional evening routine, and you have relaxation before sleep. And now, as you saw in the video, which I think is really good, there's also the Holistic HealAdvisor app inside. So we have two elements which guide you to your intentional rest. So one is information field analysis that gives you recommendations for all kinds of interventions, frequency programs, harmonization patterns, and the external shielding with the sleep mask. So you have basically both working in synergy together, and as a result, you get a restorative rest your daily intention already starts with the app. So how does this actually work? So the Holistic HealAdvisor app is basically one intelligent advisor. So you have basically all the functionalities of all the apps combined in one single app, which basically guide you through frequency programs, information field analysis and harmonization, and of course give you very decent advice. So what you have is a seamless platform that guides you to very resting sleep at night, and you have an holistic analysis which recommends you what you have to do during the day or what you can do during the day, and then you have some simple daily activities. And this is not done in 1 minute or in a few days or few weeks or few months. No, we developed this for several years with a member of the Holistic Health Advisory Board. And we basically took all the knowledge from a therapeutic point of view and from a, let's say, holistic point of view, and put them in very simple guided and intuitive daily activities. And this expert knowledge is, of course, now very easily available through the app. So how does it actually, or what are the elements to actually get a personalized sleep guidance? So one element is, of course, the sleep routine that is tailored to you. So it's analyzed for you weekly. So once a week, we analyze what daily activities are the ones that have the highest resonance with you. Then what do we analyze out of? And that is 13 microcurrent and 13 magnetic field programs that basically fit the best for sleep, so that have the biggest relationship to sleep and are specialized basically to help you with sleep out of all the 300 programs that we have. Then you have an information field analysis that individually for you analyzes all the elements, and we have time-proven wellness interventions, and we have holistic and evidence-based ones. So like yoga, qigong, breathing exercise. So those are also new that we are introducing with this in sleep topic. So now let's see how it works. It's very simple. You create your profile, record your vibration, then you select the condition. So do you have difficulties falling asleep, waking up at night, or sleeping through the night? Then you choose the intervention that fits best to this. And you have several interventions that you can choose from. And this is the intervention that you keep. This is the one intervention that you should do every day. And then you have the holistic analysis, which I will explain now. So what happens? So first you analyze, as you can see on the right side, the frequency program. So you analyze all 13 frequency programs, and you see which one of those frequency programs actually is, or which ones are the best one. Here you identify 3, and then you put those 3 on your weekly schedule. Then you have the intervention analysis, so a breathing exercise, a Qigong exercise, and you analyze which intervention is the one intervention for the coming week. And here we found it, and we put it on your daily schedule. And then we analyze which databases are the right ones. And we don't analyze very broad, but we analyze in the Bach flowers. We know that 3 or 4 Bach flowers are especially good for sleep. So we analyze the Bach flower that is the one for you for this week. The same we do with Schüsslersalz. So from the best Schüsslersalz for sleep, we analyze the best one for you. And also for creative homeopathy and many more. So at the end, you end up then with your, let's say, harmonization list, which contains the best Bach flower, the best Schüsslersalz, that is analyzed for you with the highest resonance. And after we do that, we also analyze which time do you need to vibrate this information, to send this information to your information field. And also how often in a day you should send it into the information field. And this is then also put to your weekly schedule. So now you see the analyzing of the time and duration, and here we now put it to your weekly plan. So what do you get? You get basically the daily routine plan. So very simple, intuitive activities. As you can see here, you vibrate your harmonization list. 1 of 2 times is already done in this screenshot. You have a meridian stretching as an intervention and the sleep systemic program for your Healy. And of course, we also build in reminders so that you get gentle reminders when you basically have a busy day and forget to do your exercises. And this is very simply solved here. And then you have the harmonization screen here, just as an example. And this is basically that you see in the Healy app, you apply your frequency programs. And that's just an example for a yoga pose that you also will be guided through in the new app. And of course, we also did studies. So we did a study, and as you can see in July, so almost a year ago, we basically did start this study. And what was the outcome? So we did it basically with Healy frequency programs and interventions and information field harmonizations. And the overall well-being increased by 62%. Same for morning freshness, sleep satisfaction, and sleep continuity. So 40% here, 44% for sleep satisfaction, and 47% for morning freshness. And then we thought, okay, let's do a second study and remove everything except the frequency programs. So we just chose those 13 frequency programs, and we analyzed the right frequency program for you, which has the highest resonance. And and we did this placebo controlled. So some of the participants, or half of the participants, had the real programs, and the other half had just placebo programs. And the result was that for morning freshness, for example, you had an improvement of 92% for the active group and only 58% in the placebo group. Same for feeling energetic, daily activities, restoration by sleep, and well-being. So the active group always was significantly better than the placebo group. So that was quite astonishing. We did it back then in the US, and that was also a very nice result. So all in all, you can say it's very important that you have a very restorative sleep or very relaxing sleep, because as I had a very nice quote in German, it's in English, it's quite nice. It's who trains hard needs to rest hard. So if you have those bodybuilders and they actually do a lot of training, training is only the one side. If they don't rest enough, the muscle will not grow. And you might think, yeah, what does this have to do with us, with me getting better sleep? We have so many things compared to 100 years ago that basically occupy our minds and bodies. So I read one thing just a few weeks ago that in a newspaper nowadays there's more information than a whole person had in his whole life 100 years ago. So all those informations need to be processed. You need to you are under a lot of stress compared to 100 years ago. So this means to basically process all these things, you need also very, very good rest. And so if you can consciously improve this rest at night, you will be full of energy the next day, and no matter what challenges you have, you will focus to actually get them done very easily if you are rested well. And this is already the end of the presentation. Thank you a lot, and maybe we can also answer some questions if you like. Back to Celestina.
Okay. So let me check.
Maybe you can write some in the chat. Let's see.
Okay. There is one question. How do you reset the week if you measure it up?
Yeah, if you messed it up or travel and change countries. I mean, usually you can simply continue. You can also simply uninstall and reinstall the app, and then you will have a new holistic information field analysis, and then you can start again. Actually, the analysis is just for one person. So if you are using the app, it actually gets your account information, and then you basically have only your holistic plan for yourself. We're working on getting more of that, that you can also share it with your family. But for this version, unfortunately, it's not possible. Then, yeah, I think if there are no further questions, thanks a lot. And Celestina, back to you.
Yes, I have one more topic, and for our next event tomorrow in Bucharest, we have a special offer for you all. I will show you our special offer for the sleep duo. So. For tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, you can buy the mask with special coupon code SLEEP15. It's our special offer for our event that we have tomorrow in Bucharest. And so you have the possibility to use this coupon code and save 15%. So use this chance and buy here the very beautiful black mask with a sleep duo for 6 months. If you have other questions, you can ask your sales manager for your region. So we wish you all now a very, very happy and beautiful weekend, and stay tuned. See you next time. Bye-bye.